to my channel, Grace Ibe. Today we'll be looking at a topic that says, is this love or loss? Several times people can hardly differentiate between love and loss. They always call loss love. So, and today I want us to look at it in deep and talk about the differences in love and loss, which I believe will help one or two persons that is listening to me. I want to appreciate my subscribers. I want to appreciate my fans for all of your loyalty, for always coming back to check on your lady on this channel. In this channel, we talk about relationship bordering on marriage, courtship, talk about relationship, human capacity, and I also have a lot of interesting topics for the youth, family. In fact, it's an all-encompassing channel where we look at the family as a whole, because the family is a unit of the nation and the family is also a unit of the church. So if you have a healthy family, we are going to have a healthy nation, and we have a healthy family, we are going to have a healthy church. So back to our topic today, which talks about, is it love or loss? Love is a deep affection for somebody that is born through attraction, and it leads, it's not physical, it has no sexual thing involved, and it leads to emotional attachment, which most of the time accumulates into a long-lasting relationship in the form of marriage union. So it's a deep affection for somebody. It's deep-seated. It's something that it has to do with unconditional love. It's not based on fantasy. It's not based on maybe sexual interest in the person. But lust, on the other hand, is more of physical attraction, which has this overwhelming desire for sexual intimacy with that person. Most of the times, the victims of lust always have the issue of sex. Before any relationship is cultivated or even bonding takes place, sex is already involved. So a lot of people need to know the difference between love and loss, so that they can be very sure they're not making the decision of a long-lasting relationship based on lust. So it's very, very important. Another thing you need to know is that lust has the target of lust is always sexual in nature. But when it comes to love, love is always have the interest of a person at heart and is real. It's not based on fantasy, and it's not based on emotion. When it is lost, the person is always thinking about the body. When all you can think of is the person's body, the person's face. Have you seen his macho shoulders? Have you seen his shoulder blade? Have you seen his ripping muscles? Have you seen his six-pack and all of that? When all you can think about somebody who is your love interest is just the physics, the body, the curves, the shape, the ripping muscles and all of that, the baritone voice and all of that, and everything tends to sexual. Know that what you're suffering from, or what you're drooling over, is loss. Yes. Why? Don't be surprised I say suffering. Sometimes it can be emotionally traumatizing, because most people that are victim of loss, sometimes they can't help their emotion. They can't help it. Before you know what, they are idolizing the person. They are living in fantasy. That's why you see so many people and it's very common with the youth. You see the youth these days, they are always drooling over the celebrities on the screen. Yeah, the screen divers, and a lot of them, both male and female, they have their love interests. Some are so infatuated, some cannot sit tight or sit straight when they are the object of their attraction or affection appears on screen. And they idolize the person. You don't even know the person's character. You don't even know if the person has a good character, has a good attitude or negative attitude, has a positive energy or negative energy. All you know is that the person is so beautiful, the person is so handsome, and you're drooling over the person. So that is why love is not lasting at all. Love is not lasting. But when it comes to love is very, very lasting. It has the future in mind, because when you love a person, you love them unconditionally. You're loving them not because of maybe they're perfect. But when it comes to loss, most of the times, at the appearance of flaw, lust disappears. And that feeling, that emotional attachment, which usually is lost, but people call it love, most of the times when they see that their object of love is having a flaw or something happens to them, before you know what, they are out of that love. They are out of that loss. That loss is, I call it loss because most of the time, because people always mistake it for love. So sometimes people cannot, there's a thin line between it. Actually, yes, there's a thin line between it. What always bring it forth or shows it that it's actually lost is the time frame. Most of the time it doesn't last. Yes, love relationship lasts, but lust relationship does not last. Most of the time, the moment it is sexually consummated, the interest wins away. Yes, that interest, that's I will die if I don't have her. I will die if she's not the person that and all of that. This is my love interest. I have interest in the person, and the person is not showing me interest or looking my way. I'm going to kill myself. I'm going. A lot of people say that. Yes, they go all out begging people to help me beg that young woman. Help me beg that young woman to look my way. I've seen a young girl that told the mother that if the so person does not marry me, I'm going to kill myself. There's no need for that. Look, that one is not love. Love is not self-destructive. Is not self-destructive. Love is long-lasting. With love, you are seeing reality. You're seeing the person for who the person is. You're not loving the person based on a physical look. Because any day that physical look goes, in fact, your love interest, or the intensity of a love would go down. For example, maybe you have a beautiful girl that looks so beautiful, maybe a celebrity, or even if she's not a celebrity, but very beautiful, and you're like, oh, this girl is so beautiful, and you love her so much. God forbid, but let's just take for example, something happens to that person and the face is destroyed. Maybe she was involved in an accident and the face is destroyed, or she become crippled or physically challenged, and before you know what, the person that is professing love for that person, which she never knew was lost, is not showing interest again. There was a movie, or we like call it a drama, a Nigerian drama, where two brothers were fighting over a girl. It was so intense that the girl became confused. In fact, she didn't even know the one among the two brothers that she will, pick, because both of them were showing her real love. She felt they both love her. So what she did was that she pretended that she was sick, and she was having kidney problem, very serious kidney problem. It was all a farce. It wasn't true, but she pretended that with some people in the family. But the two brothers were not aware that it was a pretense. So she pretended that she had kidney, very serious one. And the doctor diagnosed and called the family together and said, this girl is very sick and she needs kidney. Her dad that is elderly offered to give a kidney, but they said because your kidney cannot go, and because you're not sure that you survive the operation. So it was not left for between the two young men that were professing love for her, to actually say, I'm the one that will give the kidney. You know what happened? Yeah, only one of them was willing to donate the kidney. The other one said, what happens to me? Assuming I donate the kidney, I die, or maybe even she too still die despite the kidney I donate. There was still if in that assumptions, and in that the calculation of that young man. He was like, assuming I don't survive. You see, if the real love was there, what he would be thinking is, I want to help this girl. Hence, I have two kidney. I'm willing to give her one. So at the end of the day, the girl actually discovered that the one that truly loved her was the one that offered to give her kidney. And later on, both of them knew that it was not true. It was just a drama they were playing to find out the person that actually loved her. That's why I said that love is long lasting, but lust is not long lasting. Most of the time, the target of lust is sexual. It is sexually based. Physical attraction. Sometimes it's even money, glamour, wealth. So many young girls, they drool over celebrities just for nothing. Celebrities that don't have character. Some things, character is important in relationship. The person you are drawing over, the person you are professing love for, or you think you're in love with, what is the person's character? Character is important. If you downplay character, you will cry in marriage. If you downplay character, you will cry later on, because character is everything. Charisma can take you. Charisma can make it to be attractive. Charisma can make it to be attracted, to be accepted, maybe in society and in cycle, or in social swing. But when it comes to long-lasting relationship, what matters? What matters is your character. It's character that stabilizes. It's character that stays. So it's very, very important. So, and also when it comes to loss is very dangerous in the sense that most of the times, if you're not careful, both of you will have issues that are not, in line with love. When it comes to love is long lasting, and it has future. It's futuristic, because most of the times what comes out of that love relationship is usually marriage. But most of the times what comes out of loss is heartbreak. That's the truth. That's the end result most time. Most of the end result of loss is heartbreak. And most times the end result for loss is marriage you. So when next you're saying you love somebody, sit down very well and check whether this is actually love or loss. Like I said, let me do a quick recap. I said it is lost when all you can think of is her body, her physics, her body. Look at her curve, look at her breasts, look at her buttocks, see the way she talks. Oh my God, I go gaga when I see her. My father, that kind of a thing. You keep, exaggerating. You keep like, in fact, you're living in fantasy. Yes, most people that lost over somebody, they always idolize the person. They take the person beyond human level. It's as if the person is a god or a goddess. And that is almost at times when they react to come sinking into them, they are so disappointed. Sometimes it is traumatizing. So save yourself the trouble. Always go out for love. Love people for who they are, not for what you think they are, not for that public image, not because of their body. The only thing that is permanent is change, and change will definitely come. That beautiful flawless face, that overlooking face, that beautiful set of teeth, that flawless skin, that baby skin, that beautiful smile, that fine figure eight, that whipping muscles, that six pack, all those things, time and time will change them. As they grow older, they will not keep looking like that. There will be a change in your body structure, there will be a change in your face. So if you're basing your love for somebody based on their physiques, it's not going to last. So base is more real. What which is character, attitude. What is the content of that person? What when you're getting married to somebody, you're trying to get serious with somebody, what you should look out for is the content. What is the content? We're talking about the content. The content will be qualitative. Look for good content. Don't look for things that are not really there, so that you don't get disappointed rather later on in future. So like I said love is real. Love faces reality. Why lust fantasizes? Yes, love faces reality, and love does not change at the flaw of someone. No, flaws will always be there. We are human beings. We are created. We are human beings. We are made, and that is why we make mistake. So we're not perfect. So there will be flaws. People will make mistake. So sometimes when you make mistake and somebody sees your mistake or sees your weakness, and the person still love you, still keep loving you. But when it comes to the area of loss, sometimes at the appearance of flaw, the love, the so-called love, let me put it that way, the so-called love flies off the window. And that is when it dawns on you that this is not love, but this is lust. That is the truth. So it's very, very good for the youth. The youth really need this message more. Though some people might say it's not only the youths that are victim of loss. Sometimes you see some married people, some married men, some married women, and they have fantasies over some celebrity. Some celebrity that, wow, he's on television. Oh, wow, I love this young man. I love this young girl. And they are still married. All they can think of is the person's sexual appeal. That is it. Nothing more. You don't know anything about the person. You don't even know how she treats people. You don't know what makes her tick. You don't know her value system. What makes people special, make them real, is their value system. What is value system? That level, that degree of what they value, like or hate, is very, very important. So before you say I love him, he's perfect, you start comparing them, maybe with even your wife or with your husband. Have you not seen that man? Have you not seen that woman? Have you not seen that actor? Have you not seen that actress? Have you not seen that preacher? Oh, he's wonderful. In fact, he's heaven made. In fact, he's a god. In fact, you start idolizing them. Then when you get to them, maybe if you meet them physically, forget about what you see on screen. Screen can deceive. If you meet them physically, they may not be the way you're thinking. They may just be like they're not ordinary normal human being. They have their own weakness. They have their own, they have their own ups and downs. They have their own issue. They're not perfect. That's what I'm saying. So let us not call lust love. So I'm going to stop here for today. Thank you so much for always coming to my channel. Thank you for always coming to my videos. Check out my video. I have so many videos, and I want to go to my video, share my video, drop your comments, like, and drop your questions on the section, on the comment section. If you have any question bothering on any of my topic, and honestly, without you there will be no me. And I promise to always bring you videos regularly. For some time now, I've not been giving videos on relationship. I kind of digress a little to, because of early this year I had some urge and some inspiration concerning some spiritual topics, like topics that has to do with leadership, Bible series, and I was also taking my time to drop some videos that had to do with those topics, talking about leadership, talking about Bible series that had to do with leadership. So but now I think I'll be more regular on my videos on relationship, because I have a promise to keep, because I promise that I'll make my videos regular. So thank you so much for all of your support. Thank you for all of your loyalty. Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you.